What's going on, guys? I've been debating making this video for a while now because I've been afraid of the vulnerability that comes with discussing something like this, you know. And I've had people on both sides of the spectrum, people who say, you got to share your successes as well as your losses. And basically, what that does is it helps people who are curious about this type of work, this type of hobby. It helps people who are coming up, who need a push, And I know for even for me personally, watching videos like this have given me tons of motivation to keep going, you know, especially seeing the numbers, particularly for me, I'm a numbers guy. So seeing those numbers, it's like, whoa, like, okay, that's what's possible. And um, it's just interesting to be on the other side of that now, getting those numbers and, being able to make a video like this, sharing with you guys. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you got those people who are a little more old school, a little more weary of the people around them, a little more weary of the world, I guess, and they say things like, never talk about money, like, um, you know, you gotta be always on the lookout for jealousy, you always gotta watch your back, people don't have the best interest for you. And this is true as well. I always tell people, um, lock your doors at night, whether you think someone's gonna try to break into your house or not, right? I lock my doors at night. It's not to say that I think someone's gonna break in. Take a sip of coffee. This is a Dunkin' Donuts cup, but I actually made this from home. It's coffee, ground coffee, beans, hot water, ice, and a couple caps of vanilla. One sugar. Very smooth, very smooth. So, there's a few different angles you could look at this. A few different angles you could look at it. I find personally that anytime I've been very closed off, anytime I've been very um scared to share my problems and to share my wins and just to share my experience, I guess I could break it down to, it hasn't benefited me. It hasn't put any money in my pocket. It hasn't led me to get the help that I needed if I needed help. And I don't think that is conductive for helping anyone else, right? When you don't share anything, when I keep everything to myself, when I don't share anything, I'm not helping anybody either. And that's not the person I want to be. I want to be somebody who provides value and who helps others who might have been in my position in the past, or just anybody who needs the help, really, especially when I have it to give and I have the bandwidth to give it. So, um, and on the flip side, every time I've been more, and I'm gonna stop yapping in a second here and um, share what you guys came here to see. Anytime I have been more open with sharing my experience, it has benefited me, right? It has given me the help that I wanted. I got a whole job, I got a dream job, just sharing my experience. And um, you know, guys, if you need help with something, you gotta ask for it. You know, I don't know what the whole narrative is that like someone's just gonna come save you. I don't know where that narrative came from. I think a lot of us learned that when we were younger, that like we're just gonna miraculously figure everything out one day. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. You don't just go about life haphazardly and then one day something just clicks and you have it all figured out. No, you know, at least that hasn't been my experience. You know, it's been a lot of trial and error. It's been a lot of rejection. It's been a lot of finding the grateful, you know, finding the blessings and being grateful for them, as big or as little as they may be. This is how much I made on YouTube last month. The majority of that was from a single short form video that went viral. I posted it on every other platform except YouTube. Very interesting. I posted on every other platform except YouTube, and I let a week go by. This wasn't intentional. I was just, you know, going about my life. And funny enough, the week that I decided to post this, I remember making like $1 or like $2 off a couple short form clips. And I remember thinking like, wow, if usually those videos only make a few cents. So I'm like, if I'm getting like $1, a whole dollar, I'm like, maybe I can combine multiple and it'll like exponentially scale it. And I never expected this video to do as well as it did. It's actually the most viewed video in the genre of handball on YouTube. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It came at a great time. You know, a lot of people say that, like, you know, some of your biggest breaks are gonna come at the time when you need it. As you guys know, I am a full-time entrepreneur now. You know, I do work for myself. And so being able to make that type of money off of a video that took me maybe 15 minutes to edit, if that, I'm pretty good at it now. So I you know, I can do it faster, you know. It's incredible because I post that and I go about my life and I work, you know, anything, you know, everything else that I want to work. And that just makes me money just being there. You know, I put it out into the world. I always say videos are like planting seeds. You plant a seed, you give it nutrients, you water it, you take care of it, and then it has the chance to grow and become this beautiful blossoming thing. But yeah, hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Again, I debated on making this for a while. That was a lot of money to me for, you know, for the type of content that I posted. I think the video was like a 13-second video. It's sitting at 10 million views right now. And I had other videos too that added on to it. But that was the bulk. The bulk was the one video. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.